Hello everyone. So today we are going to discuss about 8th 5-year plan in Indian economy. Okay. So the time period is 1992 to 97, 5 years. Okay. So it was launched in a new economic environment. Okay. So before 8th 5-year plans, that was another environment regarding the Indian economy. Whenever it comes to 8th 5-year plan, it was very important era due to economic reforms in India. Okay. So reform is nothing but changing the conditions or changing the structure of your particular planning from older form to the newer form. Okay, so that is economic reforms. It was already started in July 1991. Okay. In the same way, structural adjustment with macroeconomic stabilization policies. Macro means not only the only enclosed area. Macro is nothing but at overall level or overall national level stabilization policies. So these are very important and necessary because of the worst BOP crisis. Balance of payment crisis is in the worst conditions. So that's why they came with a good idea, that is LPG, liberalization, privatization and globalization. Okay, so due to some problems in India, higher fiscal deficit, it means there was no equality between expenditure and revenue. So revenue was higher than the expenditure was higher than the revenue. So this is known as fiscal deficit. And unsustainable rate of inflation, the higher prices of the products and services. So due to BOP crisis, the government came with the idea LPG. Okay. So LPG is an important idea to came with the introspection of the macroeconomic policies. Okay, micro means only for a small area, only for small such policies. But whenever comes to macro, it is very higher than the micro. Macro means overall country or overall policies which are regarding the central level. Okay. So coming to the suggestions of this plan under the 8th 5-year plan. So first one is an immediate redefinition of the state's role in the economy. So they started to give the redefinition. They already given definition in the state's role, but they again there was a particular time to redefine the state's role, because we already discussed about LPG. Liberalization is very important, and state's control is will be decreased by the LPG. Okay, and privatization is nothing but giving chances for the private people to run the business. Globalization means private people also they can do business with other countries also. So that's why they again there was immediate time to redefine the state's role in the economy. Okay. And next one is market based development. Okay, so it was advised in areas which could afford the economy. Okay, so here market based development is very important. The competition is very important market. So here the greater role will be given for the private sector in the economy. Okay, even they given chances for the private and individuals to get out from the fearness and afraid from the business. So the greater role was given to the private sector. So the more investment in the infrastructure sector, okay, especially in the slow progress states, okay. So states, there are so many states in India. So where the states has a slow progress in the development point of view. So the more investment, especially in the ground of infrastructure sector, it was started to providing fund for the improving the infrastructure sector in those states. Okay, so here the private sector investments also they taken. Okay, it could not be attracted towards these states who didn't emphasize on the greater infrastructure. Okay, so infrastructure is nothing but electricity and a road facility, transportation facility, and important transportation, telecommunication, roads, electricity examples. Okay, so these are very important features under the infrastructure sector. Okay, and next one is raising non-plan expenditure. Here non-plan expenditure is nothing but spending money on something which is for the welfare of the people or development of the particular country. So here non-plan expenditure is nothing but expenditure on the programs or schemes that are other than the detailed plan, that is 5-year plan. Okay, other than the 5-year plans which are not included in the 5-year plan, the expenditure is spending on other things, but it is a program. but it is not covered or included in the 5-year plan. That is nothing but non-plan expenditure, because that is not included in the planning economy. That is known as non-planning. Okay, so the government started to raising non-plan expenditure, and in the same way there was increasing the level of fiscal deficit. Okay, imbalances between expenditure and revenue. Okay, and next one is there is a need to increase the subsidies. Okay, so and there was a need to restructure and refocusing on the subsidies. Okay, restructure is nothing but differently or adjust and a new different ways. Okay, so here this is very important, because the subsidies are very important for the farmers or company holds, so to increase their production or productivity. Okay, and planning and decentralization is very important. Decentralization is nothing but, so from the lower level of the government to the higher level. Okay, so that is nothing but decentralization. At every level there are some political leaders, there are some government officers, so they have to take care about the lower levels also, local government. Okay, and a special emphasis on the cooperative federalism. Okay, so here cooperative federalism is nothing but ideology of a stable relationship between the center and other units. In India, other units is nothing but union territories and states. Okay, and forward and cooperate to resolve common social, political, economic, and civil problems. So, in this eighth 5-year plan, they started to emphasize on the agriculture and other rural activities. Okay, the greater focus was laid on the agriculture and other rural activities. In the same way, they focused on the standard of living for its people. In the same way, they promoted the balanced growth. Okay, so balanced growth is very important between expenditure and revenue. So here, these were the main highlights under the eighth 5-year plan. So in the next class, we'll discuss about the ninth 5-year plan. Thank you.